Hello and welcome to the Artisan's Kitchen. This is Brandon and today we are going to cut a pineapple. I wanted to make our very first video simple, but as a pastry chef, one of the things that always bothered a lot of the chefs in the kitchen that taught me were how everyone massacred a pineapple when they were trying to cut it. So they took a pineapple and had us cut it, and then they showed us how to do it right. But I do have to say, it's a little bit more time consuming, but you get a lot more yield out of it. And in the end, the more money you can make for your boss, the better. So let's get into it. Here's our pineapple. Very first thing you do, take off the top. And typically what you'd see people do is they just go right into a straight line and just chop off everything. And that's where you end up losing the majority of the stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go right to the top. We're gonna cut that, cut the bottom. This is a little bit discolored, but it's really ripe, so it's pretty good. Typically, what you wanna do is follow around the edges. And this is why people cut so deep into it, is to basically make all of this stuff disappear. What we're gonna do, instead of taking the knife here and getting rid of all of this, we're just gonna find the parts and we're just gonna carve down in the shape of the pineapple. This is gonna be kind of like your idea of how you're gonna finish the rest of the pineapple is your first stroke. So go down. You're always going to get flesh. I mean, that's just what's gonna happen. But you're gonna avoid trying to take off like 25% of the pineapple when you do it. So now you can see exactly how deep. You can always go in and trim it. This is why it takes a little bit longer. Yeah. This is a organic pineapple, so it's not the prettiest, but you do get the gist. So again, you're not really taking too much off, but you're not really going to have 100% yield. It's just not gonna happen. All right. These are, so aside from some of the blemishes, which just naturally comes with fruits and vegetables, you just have to work around it. The other thing too, as long as you get the majority of these off, the taste factor, these little guys in here, I mean, this is what people cut off. And that's why when you go straight down, you're just trying to alleviate all of this. But as you can see, there's not much. That first cut gave me the direction into everything else. So, you know, you just nick some of that off. I mean, sometimes it's not going to be as pretty as you want it, but I mean, so technically, if this was just in general a prettier pineapple, you would see that you saved a lot of it. And then of course, you have the inedible core. So what I like to do, cut it down the middle. It gives it a lot easier of a base to make just an even cut. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then of course you just have the piece that you can't eat. You do it on this side. And because of stuff like this, you want to get it all in one, so you don't want to cut that. You want to keep it whole. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there you go with that. Now you have this. This is where it kind of gets like, so we left it as much as we could, but now you have more of a base of what you want to do with it. So technically, if you wanted, you can cut that off. And that's a beautiful pineapple. You can go cut that and you have your pieces. The other thing too, this is your waste. You have just these little pieces, not that much flesh, little bit. And these are the things that you can eat, but you're not carving out half of this pineapple. Because when people do that, when they just go straight down, they go down, this is all you're left with. And this is what's still wrapped around the pineapple, and you just throw it away. So this is what you're saving. And again, that's all delicious. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed our very simple pineapple cutting. Take care. I'll see you again.